Hello everybody, it's Reverend Mary. I am going to be sharing with you things that I received back in May of 2016. I've had dreams and visions and words given to me since March the 27th of this year, 2016. I'm a pastor's wife and a licensed minister. I've always been in church. Really haven't lived in the world as far as, knowing what a lot of sin was, but I do know what sin is. I will tell you that when I receive things, I write them down and then I pray over them and I ask the Lord, is this just something personal? Is this something you want to share? So I'm going to share a couple of things with you. The first one is going to be civil unrest. Now, I would like to go back and see how much civil unrest we've had since May the 5th, or if it was before that or it started right in that time. Elections possibly postponed due to civil unrest. And then a war. I don't know. I know war is going on over in the Israel area. We don't always hear about things that are happening, but we've got troops over in the Middle East. And, the government doesn't tell us everything, but I'm going to tell you that the Lord speaks to his children. And the Lord has told me that there is a war. It has already begun, but pretty soon the U.S. is going to be part of that. But he did say that in the beginning we have civil unrest that may cause the elections to be postponed. So the war, this is just my thinking, Russia and Iran will join forces, and our president and the office of the whole group, which is, Hillary Clinton involved and Obama, Kerry, all of those people. I don't know who's responsible for what, but I will tell you that the Lord has given some strong words as far as things have been done in secret and not in the best interest of the United States of America. So we need to pray for our people in leadership. We need to pray that the sovereignty of our country stays intact. We need to pray that our Bill of Rights are respected. We need to pray that our Constitution is upheld. And I will just go on with what the Lord has given me because I don't want to put too much on here about my opinion. This is just for you to know that God is speaking and he wants to get the messages out. So civil unrest that may cause elections to be postponed, a war. It is something catastrophic coming late summer. September is in my spirit. Transportation hindered. Receive these large areas for looting, stores on fire, total chaos in the streets, screams, people running, martial law. But before martial law, the people, they're just running through the cities, and people are they were in great danger is what I was seeing. There's violence was everywhere. And the warning, because the Lord gives me things in words, and they're pretty strong. So it is large areas like Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, and New York, down there where the Times Square is. Catastrophic event may cause a collapse in the banking system, power outages. I put great earthquake causing tsunami because not only did I see the West Coast affected, but I also saw the East Coast affected. Store up food and water. And this is not talking about prepping. This is talking about don't trust that you can go to your banks next week or your jobs even, something could happen overnight. And so we as a people and as a nation, we have become too dependent upon our everyday lives and what we're able to do. And God's saying, I'm about to use something that's so cataclysmic that people will fall to their knees and repent of sin and call once again upon my name. Because that's what has happened. People have turned their backs against God. And the U.S. has been spared so many things that have happened in the past. We've been spared because of our Christianity as a nation. But as you know, in the past 8 years, we have gotten away from that. Our borders have been lowered. Immigrants have come in. I am fine with somebody else believing whatever they believe in, but when you come against my belief, then I have a problem with that. When you have weapons and you are stabbing people, because of what you believe. My Bible doesn't tell me about killing people. And so I don't understand that. But I do see it as very evil and very wicked. And so I'm listening to the Lord. If you're in these large cities, you need to get you some protection somehow. And what I'm saying is, you need to be prepared for something is going to happen in those large cities. I believe that I apologize for that. We live out in the country. The good old USA of America. More power to them. We live in the U.S., which has been a great nation, but because the U.S. has allowed certain things to come in that are totally against God. I mean, it started back in the 60s with taking prayer out of school. It started with the abortion rights. Now we have gays that are able to be married. All of this is an abomination to the Lord our God, and He is a holy God. He is a jealous God. This generation has so much technology, and our children and adults alike, young people, are so caught up in technology, they don't have time for God anymore. God can only be merciful for so long, and then He has to say, look, the whole picture of all of this is for you to be saved, because this age doesn't last forever. This world as you know it is not the kingdom that is at hand. This is not Christ's kingdom. And so He's about to come and rescue His children from this, what it's become, which is evil. All right, so sometime in September, I don't know what's going to happen, but I will say that because so many immigrants have come in and they're being set up on Section 8 housing and food stamps, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we can't even take care of our own people. And now we've had government that has allowed people over here by the thousands. We do not have the ability to take care of everybody. And yes, America's been a great country, but we have been in debt, and our debt has continued to climb. And so I think that it has something to do with, maybe they're going to say a banking virus, and, it's all numbers anyway. We don't even use, our dollar is not what it used to be. And so I'm just trying to let you know what the Lord has told me in my spirit, and I've been thinking about it. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt because of words that I've received after this. This was May the 5th, 2016. So I've received more words since then that lead me to believe that everything the Lord has told me is indeed going to happen, that He is about to return for His church. But there's going to be some judgment on America, and you may still be here for some of that. So don't think yourself highly. Don't think of yourself more than you are. So collapse of banking system, power outages, great earthquake, store up food and water. This is just to get you through for a little bit, not years. Total devastation, America never the same. And then, of course, I heard the words calamity, imminent danger, and famine. Calamity is much suffering, disaster, catastrophe, tragedy, cataclysmic, adversity, tribulation, affliction, misfortune,